morning, just leaving the winterless north, heading down Taupo ways. Just got to make a couple of stops, got to see Vern at Sega Country Taxidermy. He's got a tar there from tar camp back in May. Drop something off to him, and then we'll go see Saran at Hamill's Taupo, and then head down to our posse. Just loaded up our packs, put everything on, and we're heading in. It's been a while since we've walked in with everything for an overnight trip, so we were just saying the packs are all adjusted for empty loads up the hills with our camp last time. I think the first stop's about 5k in, so obviously it depends on your pace, and then from there it's maybe a k and a half up to our little posse, so probably all going well 2 hours, and then we'll have time to set up camp and that before golden hour, before hopefully everything starts to come out, so let's get in there and get set up. They had about 100 mil of rain here yesterday on the forecast, so anything we see print wise should be pretty fresh. And a couple back there that have been since the rain, so it's good, but we're not wanting to hunt this part, we're wanting to push further in. 2k's in so far. Rain in the hills, maybe a bit windier than I expected, but we packed plenty of warm gears, so let's see what the next couple of k's brings. After my problems with the lure pole on the 7mm not having a zero stop and undialing, we upgraded to a RS Veracity PH at the Sega show. It's got the, when you do the dial up, as long as you've got batteries, it's got a digital dial up in it, and we've loaded our ballistics in, running new ammo since the last trip. Last trip we were running 139 Hornady SSTs, and when we put the new scope on, we've sighted it in with some 162 grain Hornady SSTs. So sighted it in for 100, and the rest is just the ballistics in the scope and then the distance we tell it. So we're kind of hoping for, well, we'll take what we can get, but we're hoping for a slightly longer shot this weekend to see how good it goes. Freezer's a bit empty, so looking for a bit of meat to top it back up. The drizzle's starting to set in, but no complaints as long as we can see. Good fitness for next year, if nothing else. Just got tent set up, she's starting to clag in true to form, but we'll nose along this ridge here, and then we can look down two sides and see. Hopefully it's a bit calmer down the bottom. It's a bit cold up on the top here, so we head up there. Good look.
Seen 4 deer down
2 broadside. I can see 2 arses. How far's the far one by the water? Hey?
5:30.
Okay. Reckon I can get her there? No. Hey? How far's the far one by the water?
5:30.
Hey?
5:30.
Reckon I can get her there?
Yeah. Yeah, she's broadside.
Hey?
Yeah, she's broadside. That's good. Oh, not so much broadside now. Oh,
Hey?
I think you missed.
Thank you. Where?
Um,
Can you see any more?
no. Yeah, she's broadside.
Hey?
Yeah, she's broadside and that's good. Oh, not so much broadside now. Oh,
Hey?
I think you missed.
Thank you. Where?
Um,
Can you see any more?
no.
So that was 533 metres, and you'll see the shot went just to the right of him. I'm not sure, to be fair, yeah, that's the longest shot I've taken at anything other than a gong, so I'm not sure if I don't know what happened. I don't know if there's a bit of wind, I don't know, but there was at least 4 there. Zoe put the binos up to her eyes and saw, hey look, there's deer, I can see their white asses. Like you wouldn't believe, so we're just going to hide out here and see if another one comes out for us. Nothing's come back out yet since we fired that shot, so we've got a pretty good vantage point. We can see quite a lot of the valley. Fog's starting to creep down valley, but we'll sit it out as long as we can, as long as the light and the fog allows. We'll just move sort of up and down the ridge a little bit just to get different vantage points. Hopefully something comes back out. They're really good. They're really sweet. Those is just heading back, getting a bit cold. I've still got shooting light left though, I can still see really clearly through the scope, so I'm just going to hang out a bit more. Nothing moving, you would have thought. Just shot up the valley, got everything to hunker down for the afternoon. Plan is I'll stay here for a little bit, have some dinner, and then tomorrow morning just come back out and just look at these same spots along the river. We were looking over the other side, but the wind must be subtly coming over, blisteringly cold, so we're just tucked off on the lee side of the mountain, just sitting out of the wind, just watching over here, which in theory could be taking scent down there, but to the other side of the valley floor is 600, to the river's sort of 530 we were shooting before. So we're back now. see quite well through the scope, but through the photos it's just sort of hard to see straight in the eyes. So 8:30. Good time to jump into the sleeping bag. Cheers. Just had a couple of Go Natives, I think they are, the ball in the bag type ones. Beautiful, blistering cold wind out on the ridge, and our hot meal. So yeah, Zoe's going to put on a murdery podcast or a crime podcast. Go to sleep through the soccer path. Set an alarm for about an hour before sunrise, so get up in that twilight period and see. Hopefully they're back out on those flats down there, and we can pop one, go dress it out and get out of here. See you tomorrow. Here we are the next morning. I set my alarm for 5:30 and this is how bright it is. So maybe we should have set it for 4:30. Just having a look down the valley now. But nothing's jumping out at us. Nothing out. We saw those ones last night, so I'm just going to cruise along the ridge a little bit, try and get some different angles on it, but there must be something out unless it's a pretty clear night. So unless they were out feeding all night and they've already gone for cover, I don't know. Might be an early walk back to the car. That's right. And just like that, the sun's coming up. Not seeing anything moving around, so not sure what the plan is from here. The symbol's a bit long to try and use as a bush gun. And this beachy forest is a bit. The bits I've been in before, there's quite a lot of either windfall or snowfall, so it's not the easiest to move through. Maybe put a coffee on and have a brew and keep our eyes behind the glass, I suppose. Wouldn't even be 6 o'clock yet and the sun's coming up. Camp's all packed up. No sign of us being here. Now we're down the ridge, dropping mostly on you. Down the ridge. There's always lots of tracks like animal prints moving around, but I never seem to see them moving from patch of bush over the ridge to the next patch of bush, so must be travelling at night or be fair, I typically watch the bush edge or the bush, not open flat, what would you call it? Not plains, open scree, open gravel areas. Might just Jesus it across, I think. I don't want to slip, so here we go. Not too bad. Those wanted some high-leg crispies, but because her feet are so small, they simply don't make them. So she ended up with they're the Nevadas. I think they're the Nevadas, but they're not high-leg. But to be fair, I got water on my boots too, so. Just got the 5k walk out to the car. Gonna cruise out, unload, and then start the journey back up to Northland. Which hopefully is not too much traffic, it's not too bad. Just looking back at that spotting scope footage, I actually, with my scope wound right in, I couldn't see the deer standing broadside off to the left, but hindsight, I should have lined up on that one. Oh well. Next one, I think, next trip is we're going camping at a bit of private land, and the guy's got a 500 or 600 metre range, so we'll take the kids there just before Christmas, do a bit of camping, and we'll pack a rifle or 3 in as well, do a bit of shooting. He's got a lot of fallow there. They're a bit too expensive for us though. Thanks for joining us. See you on the next one.